Microphone problems now. All right. So it says here it's running at 4,800 mega transfers, but here you can see your memory frequency is 6,000 megahertz. But we're going to save and exit, and we're going to jump into Windows. Please remember that you sorry, I had to mute that. I was playing my audio back. So we're gonna come into Windows, and we're gonna run a few tests real quick. I don't have a lot of time right now. I was in the process of making a video. I was just gonna edit it and put it up. But here's your desktop now. All this stuff will be gone. You'll have hold on one second. You will have Zotac, Firestorm, Steam, Gigabyte Control Center. Those are the only things that will be on your desktop when you get it. This is the Firestorm software. This is the GPU control. Let's start with lighting. So in order to control your lighting, you're going to open Gigabyte Control Center. This right here, you can update if you want. I will have it update, but you want to be careful not to click Norton Internet Security. I'm not going to update it right now because I am going to be reinstalling Windows on all this stuff. So this is how you're going to control your lighting. Let me turn this on. There's your computer right there, right? Up in the top left, top right, sorry. So you're just gonna, and these are all the things you can change, okay? Now, in order to control the card lighting, you're gonna go to Spectoral here, and what did we change it to? Purple, so we'll change it purple there, and then you can see the Zotac lighting changes there. Pretty basic stuff. I'm sure that you have done this before. You cannot hear any audio. Can you please type in? How about now? You should be able to hear audio now. Can you hear the audio now? Okay, great. I apologize for this. I went and got this and brought it to my home office and set it up. It is Good Monday, so we're really trying to get this to you in a timely manner. Anyway, so there's your lighting. Did you understand the lighting or no? Should I go over that again where you couldn't hear? So this is how you can control your lighting. You're just gonna go in here, you're gonna change your lighting, you can do whatever you would like with these lighting modules. And then with this, you will change your lighting here for your graphics card. See how when I moved that, it changed the graphics card lighting, the Zotac model. And all, like I was saying, I don't know how much the stuff you heard before. I will be resetting everything, and you will get a fresh install of Windows. So now I'm going to pull up my camera here. And I'm going to run you down through your specs real quick on screen. Sorry, there's a delay on the YouTube chat. I apologize. So here's your CPU, your Ryzen 5 7600X 6-core 12-thread processor. Your memory, 32 gigs, clocked at 6,000 megatransfers. Lev Crass 1 terabyte SSD. Wi-Fi 6E. The GPU is an RTX 5070 Zotac model, 12 gigabytes. And then, of course, you have onboard graphics. Now, I'm not 100% sure. You said you had a computer before, so you know not to plug into the motherboard for gaming, I'm assuming. So do a let's do a 3D time spy. Do you have this installed? And then we'll also run a firmware real quick. And then you can tell me what else you'd like to see, and I'll see if I can make it possible. This is the 240 mil Sama AIO that was listed. Would you like to see the power supply? Should I take it apart on the back so you can see that? Would that make you feel better about your purchase? We're really all about customer service here, and sometimes I come off harsh, but I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't something that we were gonna send out and then just get back. So we're gonna run time spy, regular time spy here, because this system is targeted at 1440p slash 4K. So it's a 1440p machine that is capable of doing 4K with some upscaling. So we're going to run the 1440p benchmark. Remember, I'm running it on a 4K monitor, so the numbers are going to be a little less than they would be on a 1440p machine. I'm going to shut this camera off, and I'm going to shut this camera off so you will be able to see the numbers in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Your temperatures, your CPU clocks, and all that stuff. Is there anything else that you would like to see on this machine before we end the stream? While this benchmark is running, I'm going to step away for a moment. That way you can see the performance and I'm not talking in your ear. And I know there might not be any sound for this benchmark. I do apologize. I don't think I hooked the sound up. Yeah, no, I didn't. Wait, I never started MSI Afterburner. Give me just a moment. I will restart that benchmark in just a moment. I forgot I never started MSI. I want you to be able to see the performance numbers in the top left-hand corner. Of course, we're going to have to go through it, collecting all the information again. I do apologize. and it should start up. You should have FPS numbers. But remember, it's running on a 4K capture card, so it's trying to go at 4K. So your numbers should be a little better at 1440p. But we'll run down through the specs and stuff at the end. So now you can see that your FPS numbers and your frame time graph and everything are in the top left hand corner. And I will return in a moment. So I'm back. So you can see your frame time graph is nice and steady, not a bunch of big hiccups in it. Are you still in here? Remember, this is a stress test running at 4K, so these numbers will vary. Great. Yeah, let's finish this benchmark real quick. I want to see. I want you to see it run through and see the CPU temps, the GPU temps, because at the end it should give us a graph if 3D Time Spy is running correctly. Is there anything that I can show you to set your mind a little more at ease about what you're buying? Particular test that you'd like me to run? Okay, well, it seemed like you had a lot of doubts, and we at Northern Lights Custom PC and Service here are all about transparency and being as fair as we possibly can by still making an honest dollar. Unfortunately, you got the last machine that we're going to be able to price this way because this is our last card that we bought before tariffs. That's how I was able to give you the 100%, $100 off discount because this card didn't have tariffs on it when we bought it. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, so here you can see your CPU clocks. They're pretty spot on. Like you have one dip right here, which happens on occasion, but everything looks like it's supposed to. GPU clocks are right where they should be. This GPU would overclock very easily to 3 gigahertz. So here on this last test, you're going to see that this is a CPU stress test. She does get a little warm here, but that's running at 100% utilization. But when you're gaming and stuff like that, your CPU temp should be right around where it is right here in these two tests. Okay, so what else can I show you that would you would benefit from? Up GPU-Z real quick. You can see the NVIDIA 5070 here. And if we look it up, this is what comes up. This is the model that is installed. And if we look down through our here, we'll look for our ROPS to make sure we're not missing any ROPS. It says it's supposed to have 80 ROPS. And here you can see GPU-Z is detecting 80. So I have to ask you real quick, is there any programs that you would like installed? Like we will install Gigabyte Control Center, the Zotac Firestorm software. Like we'll have it all set up so it's out of it's ready to go out of the box. So would you like Steam installed? Anything free that we can set up for you? Steam, yeah, okay. Um, Also, we do a promotion here. And if you're uncomfortable with telling me, that's fine. We just won't send one. But usually anything over $1,000 sale, we'll send out a free t-shirt, company t-shirt that like I'm wearing now. Um, we'll send out one of those. Could you tell me what size you would wear? Yeah, okay, I can do a medium. So you're perfectly fine with anything. Would you like me to pop off the back and show you the power supply? Another thing that you will be receiving, the Wi-Fi antennas and the power cord and all the extra cords. Hold on a second. So another thing that you'll be receiving is we'll put it in a better bag. We just put them in Ziploc baggies when we're setting when they're after we build and label them. So these are all the extra cables for upgrading. It's got your Wi-Fi antennas. It's got a GPU sag bracket in there. It's got the extra PCIe brackets for the back and your Wi-Fi antennas. So be on the lookout for a box labeled accessories and stuff. It will be inside the outer box. It won't be actually in the PC box because we double box everything. We do this to make sure nothing gets broke during shipping. So I just want you to be aware that those are in there. I've had a client throw stuff away before and not mean to. It will be labeled. So is there anything else I can show you? I want this to go as smooth as possible and I want my customers to be happy, so I try to take the extra time with every one of them to make them rest assured and know that they're happy. Good reviews for me sells more machines for myself, so well no, the wires and cables and stuff go with the machine. We just always send them out. Something a lot of pre-built companies don't do. They don't send you the extras, but myself, I buy. I appreciate that. So myself, I buy older pre-builts, refurbish them. So I have wound up getting pre-builts that don't. Oh, I forget. There's a delay in the stream. I'm sorry about that. But I'll buy older pre-builts and they won't come with all the cables to upgrade it, and it's kind of frustrating. So I make sure to send that. You, if I can fit it in, you also get the motherboard box, the processor box, the GPU box. Probably won't fit, but if it will fit in there, I will send it. This is gonna make if something fails within the factory warranty, because I warranty everything for a year. A lot of these parts are warranted for 3 to 5 years. So if something fails, you should be able to just RMA it through the company. all you gotta do is reach out to me. I'll send you a receipt, you know, or if it fails inside of that year, you can ship it back to us and we can just fix it up for you and then we'll ship it back to you. But we will try to send as many of the original boxes as we can with the machine. It would be nice if you could find a place in a closet to store this stuff, just so if something fails, you have the original box. It's so much easier to RMA stuff when you have the original boxes. But we really appreciate your business. I do want to say that. And if I have time, I will edit the footage that I was capturing when you messaged me, and I'll put up another video on our other channel. Cool. Yeah, it's just I appreciate that. It just makes the process easier for both of us. If you have a problem, we can source you parts and get them shipped to you immediately rather than you shipping a system to us and then us getting it, then doing the RMA. That would take like a month. So if we can source parts and get them sent directly to you, that's the easiest possible route. Really appreciate your business, and I apologize the other night if I sounded rude when I said if you're not sure about it, don't buy it. It's just personally when we do this stuff, I have to look at, like, we take returns, of course, but if we can keep our costs down by not shipping out something that somebody's already thinking about returning before they buy it, then yeah, I mean that's just it. But we'll definitely get this packed up and get it ready to ship out to you. It should ship out tomorrow afternoon if everything goes correctly. Do you remember which shipping service you selected? Yeah, you did select UPS. All right, great. I very happy that you picked UPS because if you'd picked USPS, I would have to try to cancel the order. I've only ever had two machines delivered damaged, and they were always delivered USPS. So, I mean, it happened once. I didn't think anything of it. And then when it happened the second time, I'm like, all right, we're not using USPS anymore. But so that seems like we've covered all our bases here, and we'll get this packed up and sent out to you. Just 4 days from the time. Yeah. Um, Something we're looking into here. I will actually send you a link in this chat real quick. We actually have started our own site. We're still gonna sell on Jawa, but the thing of it is the profit margins there are a little lower. So let me see if I can figure out how to do this. We just started our own store, and it's a little bit it's a learning curve for us, right? Like I can't even figure out how to get a link for it at the moment. Huh. This is all new to me, so there we go. I figured it out. This is our third day having this store, so the prices aren't what they're supposed to be. We just haven't set everything live, but that is our official new store. Everything's not live yet, but so I appreciate your business and we'll send you a quick start guide. I'm sure you have the knowledge where you already have another PC. Um, just out of curiosity, what specs are that PC and would you be willing to sell it? People watching? How many people are watching? Moderator mode. Anyway, so is there anything that we can talk about? Maybe you can tell me through Jawa chat if you're looking to sell that system that you had up for sale. We're getting ready to, I suppose, finish this off if you're all set. And I want to finish the stream by saying thank you for purchasing from us. Thank you for being patient with us. And thank you for taking the time out of your day